What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be working on a couple of different things. We're going to be practicing our chamfer, which is what this is right here. And we'll talk about a couple of different ways that can be done so where you can still get the same result. And then also we're going to be working on drawing this shape here, which will allow you to practice your trim a little bit more, as well as using the line command with the tangent feature. So before we get started, if you guys wouldn't mind, if you find these videos helpful, smash that like button, hit that subscribe. Yeah, let's get started. So first things first, we're going to go ahead and draw this shape with the dimensions here that are provided. So I'll go ahead and get that drawn out. We're going to go 0.75 on this line. Then we're going to come down 2.25. Then we'll go across 3.75. Up 1 inch. We'll go over 3. And connect that point back up. And to draw this circle, it looks like it's 0.3 down and 0.375 over, which we know this 0.375 is the center. We'll just go 0.3 down, then to the center, and we know that's going to be our center point, and it's going to have a diameter of 0.25. Okay, now that that's done, we can go ahead and work on this chamfer over here on the end. So we can tell by looking at this chamfer that it is going to be a 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch chamfer. I know it's going to be at a 1/2 inch vertically because we know the total distance here is 1 inch. Then you subtract this from the 1 inch and it leaves you a dimension here of 0.5. And vertically or horizontally it's going to be the same way. We know that this total length is going to be 3.75. Then we minus this 3.25, which will also give us 0.5. So we know that this chamfer is going to be a 0.5 by 0.5 chamfer. So we can go ahead and do that now by using this CHA command, chamfer. And then we're going to select the distance feature. So hit D for distance. And it's going to ask for the first chamfer distance, which is going to be 0.5. And then the second chamfer distance, which is 0.5. It's basically asking for the XYs. So once that's done, you can select there, and you'll get the 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch chamfer. Say we wanted to do it a different way. What if one of these dimensions wasn't provided? Let's just assume that this one isn't provided. So we don't have enough information here to determine what this chamfer is. So you would need potentially an angle. Now with this angle provided, you can do a different type of chamfer. You can do what's called an angle chamfer. So if we go back over here, we activate the chamfer command, you can see down here where instead of using distance, we can use angle. It's going to ask for the first chamfer length, which we know is 0.5. Then it's going to ask for the angle, which we know is 45. So then we can repeat the process and get our 45-degree chamfer there, which is the same as what we had the first time. So that completes this one. So that's just a quick little practice on the chamfer feature. So next we have to draw this, and this is really going to utilize the line command using the tangent feature, as well as a lot of just miscellaneous trimming. So let's go ahead and get started with this one here. We'll start with this circle here. So we know this circle has a diameter of 13.5. Let me get the right layer selected. And then we know this has a radius of 13.5. So we'll go ahead and draw a circle with the radius of 13.5. And now what we want to do is draw these end features here. So what we'll do is we need to come down 25.5 and then over 40 from the center so we can identify the center points of each one. So I'll come from the center point here down 25.5, then I'll go over 40, and we'll do that on both sides. So now we have the center point locations for each of these circles. So these circles are slightly smaller. Each one of these has a diameter of 10. So we'll do circle diameter 10. Same thing over here. And then this one, these outer ones, have a radius of 10. So I'll do circle the radius of 10, circle with the radius of 10. We can delete these because they're no longer needed. So now we need to connect lines from these, but they need to be tangent. So you can't just click on any point and do that, because you see that one showed the tangent snap, but this line isn't tangent. So the easiest way to do this is to activate the line command and then type in TAN for tangent. And then we'll select this circle. And then when you go do the second one, type in tan again for tangent, and then it'll snap to the tangent. So you do the same thing on the other side, or what I'm going to do is I'm just going to mirror it and just do a vertical line for a plane. And same thing on this side, we'll do line with the tangent. We'll select this circle with another line tangent to that circle, and then I'll just mirror it over. Then we want to get the trim command, and we want to clean up these circles here. Get all of this gone. And then now you see we have this arc with a radius of 49. Typically, you see the center point down here. What you would like to see is a dimension to that center point. So then you can just draw a circle with the radius of 49 and then just trim it up. But in this case, we don't know that center point location. And we don't have enough detail to just, or information to just draw an arc. So one thing you can always do in this situation is use the fillet command. It's essentially the same thing as one of the small fillets that we use, except, you know, it's just much larger. So a lot of time people don't think of that. So we'll come over here, we'll do a fillet with a radius of 49. And then we'll go there and there. And that piece is done. We can draw on these center lines or these center marks if we want to. And you can see the line type scale is off, so we can go ahead and adjust that. We'll bring it up by 10, and there you go. And that's that piece done. It's really not a hard piece if you know the tools that need to be done to use this. You can waste a lot of time trying to draw a line, you know, to hit those tangent points, and 9 times out of 10 it's just not going to work out for you, and if it does, it's just not efficiency. And with AutoCAD, efficiency is key. That's what sets you apart from everybody else, is how efficient you can be with producing these drawings, because time is money, and the companies will make more money the less time it takes you to do these things. So yeah, thanks for coming and hanging out, guys.